Today we're going to talk about how to avoid bankruptcy with Brian Dracke from Winona National Bank. Brian, thanks for being with us today.
You're welcome.
So what is the first step I should take if I happen to find myself in a tough financial position?
Well, I believe you need to be honest with yourself and admitting that you have some financial issues, and review what your income is and your expenses are, and go from there.
Are there things that my banker can do to help me?
Well, we could sit down and review your income, your expenses. Take a look at your expenses and look at your bills and see if there's something that you could eliminate or reduce. Such as your home phone. If everybody in the family's got a cell phone plan, it may be wise for you to eliminate the home phone. It's just an example of what we would be looking at, and we'd also look at your income. If make recommendations based on your spending habits. If you need more income, we're going to tell you, hey, you might be wanting to get a second job or part-time job to help out with your expenses.
How about my creditors? Are they willing to work with people when they get behind on their bills? Can you arrange things through them to help take some of the pressure off?
I think if you're in a bind, in a financial situation, and if you approach your creditor, I'd hope the creditor would sit down with you and analyze, where the issues are and maybe give you some direction. Most creditors have policies and procedures in place that dictate what they can and can't do. So it comes down to, will they? We hope so.
I've heard sometimes that creditors will accept a debt settlement. How likely is that to occur?
Depending on circumstances, everything is possible. The creditor believes it in the best interest of the negotiations. They would consider the settlement.
I know a lot of people talk about, well, maybe I'll just borrow some money to kind of get over the hump. Is that a good idea, to borrow money to take care of your debt?
Depending on the different variables, it may be a good thing to consolidate debt. Depending on how you structure the new loan, could potentially be a bad decision. Terms of the new loan, such as interest rate and length of the new loan, are the key factors. I don't see the benefit of taking that new car loan and adding it to your 30-year mortgage, causing you to pay off your car over 30 years, when potentially in 5 years you may be buying a new car.
I've also heard of consumer credit counseling. What is it, and how does that help me with my debt structuring?
Credit counselors will advise you on managing your money and offer solutions to your current financial concerns. The counselor will discuss your options and develop a personalized plan to help you prevent future difficulties, which could include avoiding bankruptcy.
Brian, thank you so much for being with us today and talking a little bit about how to avoid a bankruptcy situation.
You're welcome.